Hello my friends, welcome to AmbeKidsArt. Today we will be drawing a beautiful hibiscus. So let's get started. You need a pencil, an eraser, a sharpie and some color pencils to finish this project. I'm using a simple printer paper, so nothing fancy here. I'm starting with the middle of the flower. I'm just starting with a boat shape, and here I'm drawing a simple petal. The key is to not make it like perfectly oval, because in nature things are not perfect. Now I'm drawing the middle of the flower, which is the little stamen that is sticking out. All the pollens are attached to the stamen. It's very pretty. The hibiscus has 5 petals, so I'm drawing petal number 2. You have 2 more petals to go. Keep your hands loose and draw some wavy lines and make sure they come back to the center of the flower. 1 more to go. And that's it. Let's add a stem and 2 leaves to this hibiscus. The stem's really simple because you just draw a curved line. The hibiscus leaves have very sharp, jaggedy edges. So we are going to be using wavy and zigzaggy lines to make the leaves. We are going to draw 2 folded leaves. Let's draw the second leaf now. Very similar to the first one. More zigzaggy lines. And then we are good to go. It's time to add some color. For the tips of the petals, I'll be adding yellow. Notice the direction of my strokes. I'm going in one direction, and that is on purpose. I want to go from the top to the bottom, back and forth. So that is the hand movement I'm using. If you look at the hibiscus petals in real life, you can actually see lines going from the middle of the flower towards the tip of the petals. So I just want to get that effect, and that is why I keep my hands that way. And I like to add a couple more. If it's possible, if you have other shades of yellow, you can add, and that's what I'm doing. So I'll be doing this for all the other petals. So I have sped up this video so you don't get really bored. I'm adding a dark red followed by a light pink for the stamen. I also want to add a little more red to the middle. Then I want to add these little stripes that are part of the hibiscus. I'm using a light pink pencil for this. I'm will be adding stripes to all the petals. The same as how we added the yellow, we want to have the strokes go from the top to the bottom, and you want to have some white space in between. Okay, now the fun starts. I will be using a magenta and then orange and also a bright red to fill up all these spots that we left white. Remember to keep the strokes the same. I'll be speeding up this part again because we have a lot of area to cover. See you soon. I'm going to add a little shading right now using my eggplant purple and make the middle of the flower much darker than the rest of the flower. I just jumped from coloring the petals to do this. Okay, back to coloring that last petal. Now I want to add a little bit more shadow areas. Any petal that is attached to the middle, right? All of those areas I want to like darken a little bit. And I'm going to be jumping from color to color at this point because we are just adding the finishing touches. It's time to add those little pollen attachments to the stamen. Those are tiny little circles. I will be coloring them with a magenta and some yellow. The pencil doesn't seem to work. It's not showing off, so I'll be using maybe a marker to see if that works. Now let's draw some tiny little lines to connect those circles to the stamen. If you notice that I have added some purple to the stems, sorry it didn't record. Okay, I'm adding some green, light green to those leaves. For the shadow areas, we can use a darker green. And then to finish it off, we can color the rest of the stem with a darker green. I'm just remembering those little veins that go through those leaves, so I'm just adding those. The inside of the leaves will look much darker because of the shadow, so just something to remember. Yeah, like I said, I think I'll go with the dark green right now for the stem. little more shadow would be better, I think. It'll add some depth. You definitely want to add some shadow around those veins. I'm liking how it looks right now. Whoa, that's beautiful. I like the purple with the green. I would say this is all done. I had so much fun with this project. I hope you all enjoyed it too. Let me sign my name. I hope you try out this project too. It's really simple. Thanks for watching, and please remember to subscribe. Let me know your comments down below. Thanks and have a great day.